Hey guys, welcome to my new journal vlog. Today I am going to be journaling about movies I've seen recently, and in the second part of the video I will be trying out a new stationery storage idea in hopes to make my working on the spreads quicker. So let's start with the movies. As you can see, the first one is How to Train Your Dragon, the live action adaptation. And I started with this one because all the other movies are either dark themed or horrors or full of fighting and unaliving people. So I figured we could start with something light. I did not want to scare you guys off. That said, if you don't like dark and scary movies, there are chapters in this video, so you can skip around as you like. And also, if you fear there will be spoilers or something, since I always include movie pictures in my pages as well. I do my best not to choose any pictures with spoilers and not to say any spoilers, but with How to Train Your Dragon, you have been already spoiled by the original animated movie, because this is almost exactly the same, scene by scene, line by line, which, why? Who thought this was a good idea? It just screams lazy to me. If I forget there was an animated version, then I have to say it was a good movie. I loved the dragons, I loved the actors and the effects, but at the same time, it felt to me like the characters were trying to play. I don't know how to describe that, but there were scenes where I felt like I was watching actors play their roles, not like I was watching a movie. If you have never seen How to Train Your Dragon, then I think you would love this movie. But for those of you who have seen the original, just know that this is almost the same thing, and do with that information what you will. Also, let me know what you think about this, if you have seen this movie, and about this new trend of making live adaptations of animated movies. I would say they should rather focus on adapting books into good movies rather than recycling old stuff, but what do I know? For the decoration on this spread, I used so many different stickers and washi tapes, and there are many more I looked through and not used, so my whole table was basically covered in stationery. Also guys, I am sorry, but my voice is for some reason very raspy today, and I don't know what to do about this, so I will just roll with it and I hope that's okay. So at the bottom part of the page, I used this map washi tape. I love it, and I bought another one just to have it always on hand. If I was not actively stopping myself, this washi tape would be used in almost every single movie or book spread. I kid you not. At the bottom corner on the right side, I put the cute dragon sticker by Marigona Soli, mostly because dragons, yes, but I also wanted some more yellow on this page to match the movie poster. And on top there is this cloud washi tape, because with those mountains added, it makes this cute little scene here. On the left page, I was doing my best to find some green stickers to match the toothless screenshot, and luckily I found some trees, so I used those there. And also on that same washi tape there were these little bird silhouettes, and I put those all over the page. Lastly, I added the yellow title to add more color to the spread overall, and it is done. There is a lot going on, but I think it all kind of works together. Okay, next movie I have seen, and guys, these spreads are not done in the order I watched this, but in the order I felt like working on the page. So the next one is Ballerina from the world of John Wick, and I would say it is about time we got female John Wick. And I was not disappointed. The atmosphere was great. The actress they chose for this role was brilliant. There were, of course, so many scenes she should have been not able to walk this earth anymore, but that's a John Wick movie for you. They always find so many creative ways how to unalive a person, but the main character can survive them all. And let me tell you, there was a lot of creativity in this one. I heard there was not supposed to be Keanu Reeves involved, but I guess they got scared people won't go to the cinema for this if there wasn't Keanu on the screen, and they edit scenes with him later, but maybe I would like this even better without him. No shade, I love Keanu as a person. He is an amazing guy, but I just don't think he can act. Yeah. Oh man, guys, I am throwing so many unpopular opinions at you today. Anyway, adding the, I would say, original John Wick screamed afterthought to me, and the ending just dragged on forever, almost as much as the staircase scene in the last John Wick movie. I am sorry, but that was ridiculous. Other than that, I enjoyed this a lot, and I am hoping there will be more in the future. For this spread, on the top of the page I added 4 different movie posters, simply because I liked all of them. And except this pink paper in the background, I decided to add these blue flowers, and I am not sure if that was the right choice. I wanted to add something blue in here and I could not find better stationery, so this is a choice. Okay, now let's talk about the new Final Destination movie called or subtitled Bloodlines. This was so much fun. I have not seen any Final Destination movies since they were released, and I'm also not sure I have seen all of them. So before going to cinema, I watched the first one, and I had a great time with that one as well. I was thinking about maybe doing a page for that as well, but I decided against it. It would be just too much, and there does not need to be a page about every single movie I watch. And guys, I don't know how to talk about this movie. I have been sitting here for at least 20 minutes now thinking about what to say, and I just don't seem to be able to find words. I think you can watch this as a standalone. You would have a great time if you like this style of films, of course. And I basically did that because I can't remember the old movies except the first one I just watched, and then the 3 logs scene. And I think there was an elevator scene in one of those. That's where I got my fear of elevators from. I read some comments and they all say how amazingly they connected the lore, so I am going to believe that. I should probably watch all the Final Destination movies again, then I might enjoy this one even more. But even when I don't remember much from this series, this was a great movie. Some of the scenes were so gruesome, yet hilarious at the same time, and we were at the edge of our seats so many times just then to be fooled. The MRI scene, I'm sorry, but that was brilliant. And I swear I did not breathe during the tattoo parlor scene. If you have seen this movie, let me know your favorite part. I wanted to print out so many scenes for my journal, but I eventually decided on these. The Stephanie's picture was way more blue than the others, so I put it next to the movie poster on the left page, and then I put all of the other pictures on the right. And I really wanted to use some of my school PET tapes in here, and while I love them, I think this is my least favorite spread of all the ones in the video today. It is just all over the place, which is a shame because I love this movie and it would be nice if I had awesome spread for a great movie experience. But it's all fine, it's not that bad. Last Friday I was at the cinema again, this time for the 28 years later. As with the Final Destination, I did watch the previous movies in this series before watching this, and I have to say the first one, called 28 Days Later, remains to be my favorite. The second one, the 28, I think, weeks later, was not as good, but I think I still liked it more than this new one. The whole series is about virus escaping and turning people into raging zombies, and I love me a good zombie movie. I have to admit, when I was leaving cinema after watching this, I was feeling really disappointed. But thinking about it a bit more, it was not that bad. The plot was predictable, and for the whole time my mood kept changing from enjoyment to confusion to boredom. And as a person who makes videos, I have to say some of the editing was really weird and rough and nonsensical. I am not sure if that was noticeable to the, well, normal human, but it felt a bit off sometimes. The first half of the movie was much more enjoyable. It had, I guess, a clear view and the plot line, and you kind of knew what to expect, and you were excited about that, except there were those weird old wartime sequences. Like, what was that? Please explain to me, anyone who knows. The second part was as if they wanted to cram in as many different ideas as possible, and they belatedly figured out there was not much time left. I'm sorry, but that's what I felt. They were filming a second part along with this one, which makes sense. You need to make a good use of all those zombies. So I'm hoping the second one will make me understand why some of the scenes were necessary, especially the last one. I kid you not, they brought in metal version of Teletubbies, and I remember I audibly said, "What the fuck?" It was such a whiplash right after an emotional scene where we were all trying to come to terms with what had just happened and what it means for the next movie. And then they threw that at us. I used this wooden texture paper for the background, and honestly, I did not think it would look as good as it does. Those girl stickers are from the Guweiz Kickstarter campaign. They were so fitting for this. Then I also added this green monster sticker by feefal, which I also have from backing her art book on Kickstarter. And then there is this cute little skeleton sticker in the corner, because why not? A last movie spread for today, finally, is for small things like this, and I bet you did not hear about this movie at all. No one talks about it, despite the main character being played by Cillian Murphy. It was released last year and is based on a book by Claire Keegan with the same title. It is a very slow movie, so I understand it's not for everyone, and it is not appealing to masses, just as the other movies I talked about today. There is not much said, especially not by the main character, but a lot is shown and felt. I respect Cillian Murphy as an actor because he can tell you a story without saying a word. This movie is happening around Christmas time in 1985, I believe, and it's from a perspective of a coal miner who accidentally uncovers the secret of the, I think they were called Magdalene, I don't know how you say that, Magdalene, I don't know, my mother is called Magdalena, so I want to say that. So, Magdalene laundries. Yeah, he discovered that while working in a monastery. So in Ireland, there were these Magdalene laundries, the institutions usually run by Roman Catholic orders who on a surface took care of, quote, fallen women or girls, but in reality they were working them hard in laundries and such. I want to look into this more, maybe even watch other movies about this topic, because here, in this movie, while the problem of these laundries was the main theme, it was not discussed much. And if you know nothing about it, you are just left guessing. I did not know about this, but I can pretty much guess what was happening there, considering history as a whole. This movie was very gloomy and slow-moving, so I would recommend to watch this only to people who like slower movies. For those who like action, it might seem a bit boring. And I have to admit that if this was not fantastically played by Cillian Murphy, it might not be as good. That man just delivers. I was not really sure how to decorate this page, so I went simply with brown and cream stationery, and I was finally able to use one of those window stickers and this flower washi tape by Lila Journals. They are just so cute and dainty. Okay, and that's all movies I have seen this June. 8 in total, 5 of them I made spreads for. That is a lot, guys. Last year I watched 8 movies, maybe during the whole year. I would say even less, so this is a lot for me. we were so lucky to get that many, I would say mostly good movies in theaters this time. Let me know if you have seen any of these movies and if you enjoyed this and if I should do more. Maybe I could set up a movie/series journal instead of doing these pages in my creative journal. It would be great to have better paper and maybe even slightly bigger pages for the reviews. Okay, and this is the end of this part because my voice is just gone. I am so sorry and I hope the voiceover was okay to listen to. Anyway, if I had to rank these movies, I would say the How to Train Your Dragon was my least favorite. Then 28 years later, third place goes to Ballerina, second to Final Destination, and the first place is Small Things Like This. Okay guys, so one thing I have realized while working on five 5 movie spreads in 2 days is that I spent so much time on rolling and unrolling my washi tapes and by looking for the designs I could use. So I spent so much time on this. I realized I need to figure out a way to make this more efficiently, because you know that I love working on my spreads and taking my time and enjoying myself, but sometimes I don't really feel like spending forever looking for the perfect design. With this window PET tape, I kid you not, I unrolled this whole thing with every single of those spreads. Yes, even with this one. I just love these so much that I wanted to use at least one of the windows in any of my spreads, and I just kept unrolling and looking for the perfect design, but nothing was working out, and eventually I put one in here. But I kid you not, I unrolled this whole thing at least 5 times while working on these designs. So I kind of want to avoid that. In one of my recent videos, I think Lily Fane commented that she also uses sticker book for her washi tape swatches or designs to see what she has. And she also commented that she puts lots of designs from different washi tapes on the pages ahead of time. So when she is working on something, she can just open the page and look at what she has, and she does not have to spend forever unrolling all of these tapes. So what I am thinking of doing is this. If you have seen any of my recent videos, these are like my, I guess, swatch pages but for washi tapes. So this is like a representation of designs each washi tape has. But what I want to do is I want to create basically like a sticker book, but I will use the washi tape designs. So when I'm creating my pages, I can just come in here and take whatever I need, and eventually if I use a lot of stuff, I can just come back and have a session or something when I fill everything in. You might be asking why I am not using this. Well, I want to have this as a reference to see what I have, and then when I use up the full roll of everything, I can come back in here and use those designs, because then they will be useless for me to have as a reference. So I think that's what we are going to do today. I'm just going to use my old sticker book. I first started with adding lots of different stickers in here, and I keep using them here and there. You see, I used a lot of stuff in here. We still have a lot of space in here, and I have spare pages, so we will be adding those in here. And what I got is like these dividers, so I can use one of them to be able to flip quickly to the sticker page, I guess, now. So let's do this. Okay, so this is the divider. It is not that sticker release material, but that's fine. So here are all my swatches. So let's put this in here. And here we will start with this idea. And I am not sure if it will work out, but I want to try it because I just kept unrolling those tapes again and again, and it was a lot. I know that's not like the biggest problem, but yeah, if I can make things go smoother and quicker for me, I will. So let's put a few pages in here for my future swatches. And let's put the rest in here. If you are wondering, I've got this sticker book and all the spare pages from Czech stationery shop. So if you are not in Europe, I don't think you can get it, but anyway, it will still be linked in the description. Let's start with these windows because I love them so much. I have never noticed. You can see there are some designs on the background, and I have used some of it in here. Okay, let's put this away. But I don't think I'm going to bother. I don't know. I will keep it for now, but anyway, what I wanted to say is that there are actually small designs added other than windows. Okay, this is cute. Let's put them on the side, and also some roses as well. That's so cute. Okay, I know I wanted to talk about something, but I don't seem to remember. Okay. Oh yeah, Lily Fane also commented that she has kind of like cut out sessions, so she also adds her PET or washi tapes that are not pre-cut, but they have like different designs on them. And she cuts out a bunch of designs at once, and then she puts them in the sticker book, and that is awesome idea, and I think it would be perfect. Okay, let's do one more page. I want to do that as well because with designs like these are not pre-cut, but I am sure I would use these more often if I had them prepared, so I can just plug the design of the page and use it. Okay. Also, this is like perfect activity to listen to audiobooks with, because I don't have to think while doing this, which is perfect because with audiobooks I can't really do a task that demands a lot of thinking. So I can go on a walk, or I can cook if I know the recipe, or I can tidy up my flat, but that's about it. So yeah, that will be perfect activity if I want to listen to more of my audiobooks, which I always do. Okay, I think that is enough, and now I can store this away, and when I want to use some of these windows I can just come in here, which is perfect. Like, I am so happy she commented this because it got the cogs in my brain like rolling and I knew I wanted to do this. Okay, now let's do something more colorful, or maybe not. We can have this on a full spread maybe. Okay, so let's do this. Like, these are pre-cut mini flowers, but I never use them because first I always forget I have this washi tape or PET tape. Then I think we can squeeze some of them in here. And then I am sometimes too lazy to just roll and unroll this thing. Also, it gets kind of weird when you use up some of the designs. Oh, I missed one. When you use some of the designs here, and then you have this weird thing that you can't cut off because there are more usable designs. So like this will be, I think, also a solution for that. I don't even know if I make sense, guys, but yeah. Ever since I got that comment, I was like, yeah, I think I should be doing that. And you know, even if I have like a few minutes in the evening after work, I can just be doing this. This does not need to be like hour to hour long session. You can just do it in small sessions. And I will definitely not do everything I want to do here in this video, because like I don't want to bore you with that. But I can't wait to have a session and listen to my audiobook. So yeah, I will do a lot of this off camera, and I might show you in this video what I have done, but probably not in the future. Who knows? Who knows? Okay, so I can now cut all of this off. I'm not sure, but I will put something in here. Let's do this one I showed you before. So this I got a long time ago, and these are so cute, and I am often missing something colorful in my things, and I keep forgetting I have these. So I think having these designs in here will make it so much easier for me to use, because I low-key remember what I have, but I don't remember all the colors. If you have watched any of my videos, you know that I do my best to make the colors work together. It is not always a success, but I do my best. So having these handy would be so nice. Guys, if you see some of the washi tapes that you like, I always try my best to link everything in the description, but I sometimes forget about something, or I simply don't remember where it is from, because some of my stationery is so incredibly old and maybe those shops don't even exist anymore. So yeah, I try to link everything in the description, but I sometimes can't link everything. But if you see something you like and you don't see a link to it, just ask me and I will do my best to let you know. Okay, we have one more design. And what I'm going to do with the rest of this page is that maybe I could just double up on the designs, or if I have something similar I can just add it in here. So maybe these, yeah, these are also adorable, but there are even more designs, so I think it will go onto the next page as well, but that's fine. So I am not going to be working on this washi tape now. Also, yeah, you've seen this one, like there are so many designs I used, but I can't like cut this part off because there is a few designs here and there, so I want to place many of them in here as well. But I will work on that later. I had another idea also regarding a sticker book, and that is I have so many sticker sheets that are almost used up, or there is like half that's missing, and it just is again a lot to flip through because like, yeah. So I was thinking to put this in here as well. Maybe we can I don't know, let's see if there are designs I can add between my existing pages, because there are some blank spaces, and I think maybe this Sibylline sticker, I think they could fit in here, maybe. Yeah, okay. So I will do my best to fill in blank spaces, but I can just create new pages. That's all fine. Okay, let's move this. I should get a better tweezers for this, but yeah. No, it's not fitting. Okay, so let's move this and this. Okay, we can fit it in here. Yeah. Okay, so one less paper to store. So let's see if I have something green in here. So I have these twigs, some flowers, these. Let's do the flowers. Now these roots are just perfect. I think I have one full sheet of this, but I am of course not going to transfer all the sticker sheet in here, but just these. Okay, so I still have some space in here. There are more flowers. Maybe one day I will reorganize, but not now. I have so many coffee related stickers. I think I should do like coffee related theme or something, because like this is a lot and I don't think I have used many of these, maybe like one or two in all those years. Maybe I can fit these ones in here. Okay, let's move these. This is so cute. Okay guys, so let me know, how are you storing your stickers and washi tapes, and what are your hacks on maybe not spending forever on unrolling these washi tapes. I think this is kind of a good idea, so we'll see. We'll see if I will use it or not, but now there is a much better chance that I will actually use more of my stickers. I am sure I've had this for like 10 years. Now there are some blues, so let's put this guy from the Mochi Bujo advent calendar in here. It just fits perfect. This I've had for so many years, and I am sure this shop does not even exist anymore. But I am happy to report these are still sticking perfectly, which does not always happen. So let's have these Marigona Suri stickers in here, because yeah, like, why do I have to store this whole thing when I can have these stickers in here? And now I have these. So these are like also academia inspired home decor or something like that. So cute. When I look at this sticker sheet, I don't know, I don't see all these cute little designs. I just see like a bunch of random stuff, and I can't appreciate all of this. So I think this will be better. Also, I can see them much better than on this transparent paper. And then I have these. They are kind of like a witchy themed designs. Well, not really anymore, but the sticker sheet is called Powerful Witch, so yeah, there are some herbs, so I guess. But I think I have used up all designs that scream witch. So yeah, these are just random stickers now. Okay, so you see, I was storing these 3 things and now they are here and I love this so much. Let's also add these in here. These are stunning, but you need a perfect theme or a perfect page for them to be used on. So they will live here for now. You can see they are not really sticking anymore. That's what happens with some of the Sticky Club sticker sheets. I have noticed that some of them are sticking really nicely even after some time. These are also from Sticky Club. And some of these stickers are not really holding very nicely. And let's hope they won't fly away from this sticker book. Okay, now these. I admit there are quite a lot of designs left on this sticker sheet, but I can't really see them. This black background is somehow distracting for me. I don't know. Especially with the transparent outlines. I don't know, it's something is not working well for me with this. So yeah, I can see them much better like this. And yes, these are also from Sticky Club and they are sticking perfectly fine. So there are only some designs that are not working, and yes, they are mostly on white paper. I will spend some time off camera adding a few more of the washi tapes in here, and then I will show you what I have done, I guess. So I guess I will see you in a bit. Okay guys, so let me show you all the pages I have worked on. So we have the windows and I added a few more colorful ones in here. Then we have these beautiful colorful PET tapes. So I put all the designs in here and some of them are repeating, but I just wanted to fill in the pages. Then we have the beautiful Cats and Books washi tape, and this is getting really thin, but I have used so much of this washi tape already and there is still a lot left, so that's really nice. Okay, and here we have these ones. I absolutely adore these designs, but there are so many. Like, all of these are only one washi tape, all of these designs, and I think this one. So looking through this washi tape every single time is a bit of work and it takes a lot of time. So I am incredibly happy I have all of these in here and I can just open this and see if anything fits my current theme. There's this one and there is the second washi tape in the set, and these are all the other designs, and here is the rest again. So many. And here are some more of the windows because I wanted to have all of the colorful window designs in here. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you had a great time. Have absolutely a lovely day and I will see you in the next one. Bye.